All right, guys, we have a very special guest with us this week. He is known for many things around the office. He wears a lot of hats. He's an editor. He's a producer for Hug Your Bros with our good friend Strider from episode 1. But most importantly, he is known as the cinnaphile of the office. Welcome, Caleb!
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to finally get to use my niche interest in some way, shape, or form at this company. And couldn't think of a better place to bring my talents than to the Daily Friday podcast.
We're honored to have him. We're starting a new segment called Caleb's Cinephile Corner, where we're going to talk some of the big movies in the news, in the zeitgeist during the week. And I think there's no bigger movie than the War of the Worlds with Ice Cube, which has had a 0% in Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty hard to do.
Yeah, step aside Superman, Jurassic World, Fantastic Four, Happy Gilmore 2, get out of here.
Absolutely.
We're talking about Ice Cube's War of the Worlds on Amazon Prime.
1,000%. When I saw that this was making the rounds, I slacked Caleb. I said, let's watch it tonight. I gave him a little homework. He watched it. Did you finish it today?
I did. I watched half of it last night before falling asleep, and then I finished the second half during my lunch break today.
Good for you. Sorry to taking your lunch break.
No, I couldn't think of a better way.
That's a great way to spend your lunch break, honestly. To call this a movie would be generous, I would say.
It is meets the requirements for like minimum length.
Yes,
of
90 minutes. Got people that you've heard of in it.
Yeah, it does have some big names, some like that guys. Like it has
Yes.
Roderick from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid franchise.
I didn't even realize
playing
that.
the Amazon Prime delivery driver.
Okay, got it.
A little more my generation than yours, Lawler.
Yes. My younger brother loved Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah, and like I clocked Roderick right from
Got it. Good to see. That's what he's doing these days.
Exactly.
In case you don't know.
Yeah, he's really gone up in the world.
All right, so we're going to give you guys a brief synopsis of the movie, talk through some of our favorite moments. And yeah, this is our version of the rewatchables.
Yes.
Basically.
Bite-sized rewatchables, watching movies so you don't have to.
Exactly. And honestly, there will be some spoilers, so spoiler alert.
If you're unfamiliar with the War of the Worlds, the 1800s novel written by H.G. Wells, then do not watch this segment.
Is this? We'll get to this later as where this stacks up with War of the Worlds remakes.
Yeah,
I was shocked to hear that came out in the 1800s.
The original novel was like late 1800s,
ahead of its time,
and it's been like remade or just like movies, radio broadcasts, now Zoom desktop screens.
Zoom desktop screens, yeah,
is the ultimate form.
So that's a good segue. That was revolutionary at the time. This is a very revolutionary film in that it was filmed, I would say, like no one is in the same room at the same time in this movie.
I don't think there's maybe like one scene that they filmed where there's like two people in the same like set at the same time.
I can't think of it, honestly.
Like it's just the boyfriend and the girlfriend.
Oh, right.
And the daughter. But I think like going through, we can kind of talk through.
Yeah, we can talk through how that happened. So high level of what this movie is about. Ice Cube is a DHS agent, like NSA. He's a surveillance agent.
Yeah.
And through a series of unfortunate events, basically the world gets taken over, his family falls apart, and he has to save the day thanks to Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Which
it's a great synopsis of the movie.
Coincidentally, is where this movie has been playing. It's actually the number 2 movie in the world on Amazon Prime right now.
Which, all right, all things considered, we're just trusting every time Netflix
we're trusting that they're saying
the movie that we made is the most watched movie of all time.
Yes.
But it's like we don't have the actual numbers on this.
And honestly, I think the bad marketing that this has been getting has probably helped it.
If this was a 35% Rotten Tomatoes score, nobody would be talking about it. But the coveted 0% is a marketing tool in and of itself.
So just really quickly before we touch on the movie, 0% Rotten Tomatoes does not mean a 0 out of 100.
Correct.
It just means that 0% of the critics have said it is good.
Yeah,
which is fair.
There's probably like 100 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes,
yes,
and they're all negative reviews, like a 3 stars or lower.
Right,
I think it's like the threshold.
Right. There are some good parts about this movie, which we will touch on. Of course.
Yes,
we've highlighted some really key moments. But I will say this is also one of 41 movies ever to have a 0%. And
so it is like
deserved.
I think it's harder to do that than to get like a 5%.
Agreed.
That nobody has anything good to say.
Yeah,
about
if you're gonna flop
is very hard to do.
Yes,
we've seen so many movies like Morbius has like a 10% or something.
Morbius has 10%.
It's something bad like that. But there's at least someone out there that's like, this is worth your time.
1,000%. So
this is not.
So a couple of things I just really wanted to highlight. Kate, if you could go to the other one. There's a lot of great things for this. I'd say the number one thing that jumps out to me is Ice Cube's performance in this.
Yeah, incredible.
He is transcendent. He's he's basically reacting. I wonder how they shot this. Where they just like give us a like, oh, that's crazy.
I think they either had to have had like all of the script like fully written out in front of him for him to react to, or they had him reacting to stuff and then made the movie around that. And I think it's probably that one.
I think that makes
because so much of his dialogue is just like, oh no, that's not good, I'm gonna slack you. And then when you like really watch the movie and pay attention to the way they're giving the audience information, it's all in the text on screen.
Yeah.
And nothing he says is actually relevant specifically to what is happening on screen.
That's a great point.
So I think they just filmed him running through like 100 different
just like
reactions.
give us a surprise, give us a distraught, give us a whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then just build. The reason it probably took 4 years to come out was because they had to figure out how to like
to match up a reaction.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's great. Other thing that really jumps out to me is just seamless product placement with this one.
So seamless.
I saw a tweet. Amazon as a company was mentioned 14 times in this, which is like 20% of the movie.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part was when the drone is upside down and what they like hack into a homeless man's phone.
There's a homeless guy. They're like hack into his phone.
Yeah.
And they send him $1,000 on Amazon.
Right. To go flip the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could take that scene out of the movie and it would not change a single thing.
There's no. And I was like, what is a homeless guy? The world is ending. What are you going to do with a gift card for
he's just
$1,000?
Well, he's also just like in the middle of like 100-foot tall
Enemy
aliens.
fire.
And he's just like, oh no, like this is bad.
$1,000 on free shipping.
Oh shit! I mean, I would take it.
1,000%. I would also say the way that the timing of everything works is like, from the time that he gets his daughter in the Tesla and she gets,
and it's a mile. It says like she has to travel a mile to get to the center where she has to go.
Yo, what happens in that time? It's like,
the U.S. declares like we're gonna blow the shit out of these things, and China, U.S. and like Russia team up and declare war of the worlds, and they send out like all of their military fleets, and then he checks back in with his daughter and she's like still 3/4 of a mile away. Like we see a lot of destruction,
like
and,
the
like,
world has
stock
ended
footage
and
of, like,
she's
so much stock footage of just like real life wars for the backdrop of this movie.
Insane. There's also like a lot of inconsistencies where like when the aliens eat the data and they shut down the grid, like somehow Fox News is still working and YouTube is still working, but like
well, my favorite was when, because Ice Cube does exactly what I do when the office Wi-Fi goes out, where he goes to YouTube and clicks refresh to see if it will
see if it actually refreshes.
I'm like, you're an NSA like best hacker in the world, and he does the same thing that I do when the Wi-Fi goes out.
I love when he like messages his son like, "What's your YouTube password?"
Yeah,
like, it's like, okay, dude.
There was a lot of, I will say the restraint, I guess, because Prime doesn't have like Microsoft Teams or Zoom.
Yeah.
So it does utilize like Facebook and Microsoft and Google. Like
there was a lot of Facebook in this movie.
A lot of Facebook. Yeah, weirdly like
which is kind of
people
a dead
messaging
platform.
on messaging on every possible platform you could.
There was also, speaking of Facebook, that highly emotional sequence when the data of his wife's last voice memo to him was
I don't think that's how that works.
That's not how it works at all.
It got me crying though.
What was your favorite line from the movie?
Towards the end, when Ice Cube does finally leave his chair and is going to like put the USB drive, an alien grabs his leg and he says, "Move, bitch, get out the way," and then kicks it away. I was like, that's an all-time.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's like contractually obligated.
Yeah, exactly.
To say that in every fucking movie. I liked when the president is on Zoom and he goes, "Let us begin the war of the worlds." It's like, okay. Yeah, they said it.
They said the thing.
They said the thing. For you, where does this fall in the greatest War of the Worlds remakes throughout history?
Well, I do want to say this movie is so bad it's good.
Yeah.
The worst thing this movie could have been was a boring, okay. Like, again, a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes is usually just like a really boring, dull movie. So I highly recommend this to everybody to watch.
Get high with your friends and watch this week.
Watch it with people is the best. And I think this is not the first War of the Worlds adaptation to receive backlash after the fact.
Interesting.
So, Kate, if you'll pull up some of the news articles I sent you, in 1938, Orson Welles had a radio broadcast. It was like a radio play where they like do the H.G. Wells War of the Worlds.
Okay.
And the thing is, a lot of people, it's like as if a news broadcaster is like, oh, we're out here.
It seemed like they're saying like the aliens are here.
The aliens are here, and it is all like staged.
So people were like
but
scared.
People who like hopped in like halfway through and didn't get the beginning were like, this is a broadcast of a H.G. Wells novel.
Interesting.
So it caused like mass hysteria, like, you know, maybe not that crazy, but it was like probably a week of headlines being like, Orson Welles like terrorizes the nation.
Wow, Orson Welles.
But now people look back on this and are like, man, he was so ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Like, this was like a crazy way to like portray this story.
That's
so
crazy.
I'm just putting it out there. The backlash we're seeing to Ice Cube's War of the Worlds with you know, the benefit of history
it could age
behind
well.
him could be seen as groundbreaking in genre.
I believe that. Yeah, I read a quote. First of all, that's an all-time take.
Yeah.
I'm
just putting it out there.
Just putting it out there. It is a possibility.
Yeah.
I saw a quote from the director where he was like, I wanted, like, if the world was taken over today, we would all be on our phones for all of it, which I think is a fair point. I see what they're trying to do with this.
Yes.
It did not. That's the only highlight is like, it's an interesting idea.
I actually agree. I saw that quote too. And I think the idea of like a disaster like this happening, it would be told. Like I would be at home on Twitter
and
seeing all of this happen. But I don't think you actually had to have it be on a computer screen.
No. There's a better way to do this.
I do commend them for trying something new. Like Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds is probably the best modern day adaptation you can do of that story. So like if you're going to do it again, because you have to remake everything, at least trying something new. I kind of hate this format of movie making.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone else tried something similar to this.
I think the idea of watching an alien invasion through your phone is very interesting.
Yes.
Because that's how we see so much natural disasters. And
right. That was what COVID
unrest.
was like.
Yeah. But this is not, I think, the way to do it.
No, absolutely
in this
not.
format.
Absolutely not. But we definitely enjoyed it.
Yes.
I think, guys, we're going to try to continue Caleb's Cinephile Corner. My idea is we should create a wheel with all the 0% movies and just spin it. And that's when we have to watch.
Look, I can come on. I bother Lawler every day with
he really does.
With good movies and movies he should watch. But you guys know. Go to IMDb top 100 list.
Yeah.
Go to Letterboxd. We're here to tell you the movies you should and shouldn't watch for the sake of horrible filmmaking.
This movie, our rating so bad that it's good.
Can I show you one review?
Yes, show me one
I wanted
review.
to find some people backing this movie. A movie made for smart people.
Okay.
It's just a good line right there. Love this movie from start to finish. Very well written, executed. Makes you wonder when this will happen to the actual world.
Yeah, like
5 stars. Must watch if you have any interest in film history. I can't put into words how important this film is to my family. And
this movie's been out for like 2 days.
There's one more that I love. Yes, this is it. A great film that resonates with the modern times experience. Open-minded people will definitely enjoy it, as it is far from the woke agenda we are usually used to. We need such movies in future.
Very well said, Benson Canu.
And this upholds my theory that every movie is somebody's favorite movie. And I think these people, they're right behind me on that.
Very well said,
is somebody's
Caleb.
favorite movie.
Thank
Not
you
ours, but it's somebody's.
It's someone's. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us.
Thanks for having me.
Stream War of the Worlds this weekend.
And use Amazon Prime.